Hello, everybody. We are back. We are going to hit the Helena Notes 16 through 30. We're going to grab Patina here, and I'm going to take you all with me through the entire thing so that it'll help you find these notes. Oh, come on. There we go. So we are going 16 first. And we're off. I love how I don't have to hold the forward button. She just goes. It's great. And she uses like hardly any energy at all. We can literally fly the entire map without stopping, just like this. Way down here. I already have heat stroke, seriously? So here it is, in that little cubby.
My hopes that the mantises would ignore the village were unfounded, and I think we were all wondering if this morning's sunrise would be our last. Despite all my practice, my rifle felt heavy and foreign in my shaking hands as the swarm advanced. Fortunately, they weren't our only visitors. The villagers erupted in cheers as lightning and fire tore through the advancing insects from above. Some chanted a name, Wali al-Aswad. The rider, still hidden behind black robes, didn't acknowledge the ovation. With swift efficiency, their small flight of wyverns decimated the mantis swarm and made for the horizon. Wali al-Aswad. I need to meet this person, if only to thank them.
Nice. So that is note number 16. We accidentally already did 17, so we'll be skipping that one. We are at latitude 16, longitude 56.7. And we're gonna click that and go to 18. Speaking of mantises, 18, as you can see, is way out in the dunes. Oh, there it is, on the roof. Can I land up there? I don't even know if I can land up there. I don't know if I can get there. There we go.
I'm definitely more prepared for this desert than before, and better equipped, with my Morellatops offering a large, mobile supply of water, and radar looking out for the weather. The only threat I really have to worry about is major predators. Also, giant golems. I'm actually impressed with the shape I'm in, if I do say so myself. I think I even saw some ab definition the other day. Took me long enough. I've been living without sweets for ages after all. You'd think I'd get fit much quicker. Ah, great. Now I miss sweets. Ah, the things I'd do to taste chocolate again.
I feel your pain, Helena. I feel your pain. That is note number 18. We'll click that. Like that. And we are at latitude 9.7, longitude 66.4. And we are off to note 19. We might need to stop somewhere and get rid of this heat stroke, because it's going to slowly kill us. And it's getting hard to see because of it. Oh, it's only level 10. And it's an adult. It doesn't have an egg. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and find an alpha glitched in the rocks again. We'll be able to age up Patina. So there's the red obelisk to our left, which means the blue obelisk is going to be to our right there. So we're basically heading for the Dragon Trench. Let's see, do I think, is that on the other side of the mountains, or is that going to be, yeah, that's going to be right here. So there's the arches, the 3 arches with the Dragon Trench. And we're heading to this little cluster of spikes. And here we are.
It took weeks of searching, but I finally caught a glimpse of Wali al-Aswad. I knew I was getting close when I found a series of fulgurite formations this morning. And sure enough, I spotted several wyverns later in the afternoon with a lone rider among them. The rider clearly saw me too, because soon enough the wyverns were circling overhead. I waved and yelled in greeting, even called out Mei Yin's name just in case. Yet with so much as a nod, the wyverns regrouped and flew off. Walid's not a social butterfly, it seems, but I'm not letting them off the hook that easily.
That is note number 19. And we are at latitude 53, longitude 26.2. Now we will head to note number 20. I think we're heading down to the river. If not close to it. Yeah, because the temperature's dropped. Oh, I think this one is in... Is it in the tunnels? I don't remember. I think this one might be in the tunnels. Or no, maybe it's right here. All right, we'll find out.
Of course Wali lives on a bloody mountain. Of course they do. I saw their wyverns land at the summit yesterday, and they haven't left. This has to be their home. Unfortunately. The paths were too narrow for my Morellatops, so I had to leave it behind. It should know to wander off if I don't return for it. Not that I can really afford to worry about it. The climb's doing a fine job of kicking my ass even without distractions. I swear, if I don't have a six-pack after climbing a mountain in the bloody desert, I'm gonna be awfully cross.
Oh my word. All right, that was 20. Perfect. Now we'll do 21. And we are at latitude 54.9, longitude 48.6. All right. I hear a dragon. Oh, there it is. Is it coming after me? No. Okay. I was gonna say, normally they're passive. Why would it come after me? Normally, the only time these dragons are wyverns. I call them dragons because it says it's Dragon's Kingdom. And in all honesty, all wyverns are dragons, but not all dragons are wyverns. So, there you go. Most of the time, these dragons are passive. When they're younger, they're pretty aggressive, and the alphas are aggressive. But even the alpha, you'll notice it didn't attack me until I bit it. So, most of the time they're passive. And I don't even know if the younger ones are aggressive. The younger ones just move really fast and they light everything up around them. And so if you happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, they'll light you up too. So we are heading to the amphitheater. Or the Coliseum, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, it was my tail. Okay. It almost freaked me out there. All right, where? I will have to figure out where this one is, so hold on. All right, I think I know where this one is now. There it is.
I don't know what kind of reception I expected when I reached the summit, but laughter wasn't one of them. Yet that was exactly what I heard when I finally let myself collapse and started flinging every obscenity I could think of at this damned mountain. The bemused laughter of an old woman. Wali al-Aswad is definitely no guardian angel. She was quick to dismiss those particular rumors with remarks about how the gods have abandoned this wretched place. As long as I avoided that subject, though, she's welcomed my questions with surprising warmth, though often enigmatically. I have a feeling that I'll need to be patient with her.
All right, so the dragon lady is not Mayan. That is note 21. 22 is not far away. We are at 86.4, 13.5. And right over here. Yep, right inside that little building.
It turns out that I didn't find Wali al-Aswad. She found me. While the portal I used to get here opened with little fanfare on my end, apparently the other side created quite the spectacle. According to Wali, it was easy for her to spot from atop her wyvern, and she started tailing me soon afterwards. I guess her timely interventions were no coincidence. She didn't seem very surprised when I told her about the obelisks, their guardians, or even that this desert is actually a space station. Either she knows more than she's saying, or experience has grinded the surprise right out of her.
Interesting. There's note 22. And we are at latitude 87.7, longitude 18.2. Oops. All right. Off to 23. I'm really having bad heat stroke. Maybe we can cool off on 23 because it's right by the red obelisk. It looks like. There we go. It's right there.
I really missed flying. There's no replicating the feeling, and no replacement for seeing a sunrise amongst the clouds. Wally probably started these wyvern riding sessions just to give herself an escape hatch when our conversations get too personal. But I can't say I mind. Despite their appearance, riding a wyvern is just as pleasant as riding an Argentavis, even without a saddle. By design, perhaps. No matter. Genetically engineered or not, they are magnificent creatures. It's a risky proposition, but I absolutely must observe them in the wild sometime. I can't pass up an opportunity like that.
That's note 23. We are at latitude 66.2, longitude 39.5. And we are going to take a minute, since we are here. And it is so blurry that it is hard to see because we have heat stroke. We're going to cool off for a second. That's our other water. Oh, come on. Oh, that scared me. We're going to sit here for a little bit. So we stop seeing double. There's a raptor, I'm pretty sure. Yep. There's another one. Out of curiosity, while we're waiting here. Nope. Our heat stroke's going away. Slowly yet surely. I can tell because my vision's not as blurry. All right. Our heat stroke is gone. Yay! Off we go. That's an adult dragon. That one doesn't have an egg. All right. Here we go. So we're heading towards the green obelisk. The red obelisk is going to be off to our right. Mm. Do, 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 do. There we go.
Now that Wali has deemed my wyvern riding skills acceptable, she's finally agreed to show me around the region. From what I can gather, Wali has been here for a very long time. Maybe longer than Rockwell was on the island. She knows the history of every village and ruin. Apparently there was once a great city to the southeast, but it was wiped out at some point. She's still coy on a lot of the details, but I'll just have to keep prying. Radar's been helpful in that regard. Wali definitely seems to be in a better mood when the fuzzball's around. That little charmer's certainly earned her keep.
That is note 24. And we are at latitude 60.4, longitude 71. All right, we are heading towards the T-Rex triangle, which is between that sticky up rocks and that sticky up rocks. We're heading right into that. Did we already pass? Yeah, that's the island. Like the T-Rex spawn point is literally right here. And then there's another spawn point up here. And then over by the other sticky up rocks, there's a spawn point there, like right underneath it. And then there's also a spawn point just up on the dunes, not far from it.
I'm grateful that Wali allows me time to study the local wildlife, but I suspect she only does so out of amusement. She always says something like, "Why do you spend so much time on these scribbles that no one will read?" I never have a good retort. It's true, no one may ever read my dossiers, as I have no way to reproduce or distribute them as long as I'm trapped on one of these space stations. When I started them, they were a passion project, created out of my love for nature and its creatures. Now, I guess they're just part of my identity. Writing them helps remind me of who I am.
Interesting. That's note 25. And we are at latitude 72.8, longitude 71.2. And we are off to number 26. Heading towards the red obelisk. I'm gonna be right in that little island right there. That little oasis in the dunes.
I can't believe it. Wally spotted someone wandering in the desert the other day, and it turned out to be none other than Edmund Rockwell. I just about burst into tears when I recognized him. Apparently, he heard that Nerva was holding me captive and sought to negotiate my release. That led him to the cave, and eventually he wound up here. Awfully sweet of him to go through all that trouble for my sake. Strangely, Wally claims that she saw a portal open up far away from her territory shortly before mine did. I guess that was Rockwell's, though Wally arrived at the scene too late to track him. Rockwell theorized that the portals may have taken us through time as well as space. Considering my present company, I'm inclined to agree with him.
That was 26. Interesting. We are at latitude 85, longitude 36.9. Interesting, he's playing friend, even though we know from the island he's not. These notes are going to be interesting. And this note's over by the Dragon Trench. See the trench there? And it looks like it's in that little oasis near the bridge. The Dragon Trench is sectioned off into basically two parts, because this bridge goes over part of it. Or there's a couple of bridges, actually. I think it's technically one bridge, but the bridge has a hole in the middle of it. It's the only way to put it. right where the bridge is. It might make it look like two bridges from the bottom, from the top. Let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about. So there's the bridge. See, there's one bridge here, and then two bridges there, but they're all really close together. So there's three bridges, and it's off to this little oasis here.
Wally has been much quieter since we found Rockwell. I guess she's just letting us catch up. However, she did say something interesting when we were recounting Nerva's ambitions for the island. This place would never allow anyone to master it, she said. And when I asked her to explain it, she told me that the great city to the southeast was destroyed by the obelisk itself. Now, it's just conjecture, but it's interesting to think about. Could the curators of these stations be monitoring human behavior and clipping its wings should the survivors ever band together and fly too close to the sun? If each station represents a different group in a larger experiment, resetting human progress would make a lot of sense. It's a bit grim though, isn't it? Yikes.
Mm-hmm. That is 27. We are at latitude 55, longitude 12.6, and it sounds like there's a death worm. Yep, it's a death worm. There it is. I wonder, can she kill it? Ouch. Oh, that actually didn't hurt that bad. We're gonna actually kill it. She did it. She killed a black worm. Or a death worm. Didn't give us any black pearl. Well, that sucks. Or a death worm for that matter. We didn't get a horn. Nothing. All right. We'll keep heading towards 28. And we have heat stroke again. I had a feeling that sounded like a death worm. Well, we are heading towards, yeah, the blue obelisk. So maybe we can rest there and get rid of this heat stroke. That would be a good place to rest. All right. I'm gonna chill out here for a second. Oh, we're already done with our heat stroke. All right, just that little bit of cooling off. Okay, we are back at it. Right, I think it might be. It's got to be right around here somewhere. All right, well, now I got to figure out exactly where. is this? Okay. All right, I need to do this number. Wait a minute, what one is this? 28. I didn't save it. I don't know where this one is. Is it right here? I don't know. I'll have to go look and come back. Hold on. Okay, I found it. So at the blue obelisk, you're going to come right over here to this little hill. A blue obelisk, little hill. And you kind of can see everywhere around here. And if you look right down there, there it is.
I don't think Rockwell's been sleeping much. I awoke last night to find him studying a strange piece of metal by firelight. I guess some tribe gave it to him as a gift, along with a very familiar-looking artifact. I insisted that we show those items to Wali, and she recognized them as the property of this station's lone guardian. With all that she knows, I'm not surprised that she's activated the obelisk before. Hell, it sounds like the old battle axe has even slain the beast herself. Since we have said guardian's artifact, Wali says that we can leave this station at any time. I suppose we may as well. Rockwell's eager to depart, and as much as I like Wali, I've had my fill of sand.
Okay. So that was note 28. I'll click that. Go to 29. We are at latitude 16.7, longitude 34.6. And then we're going to go to 29. Which is not far. Here, thorny dragons having an argument. And another dragon. It's an alpha. But that alpha is not glitched. In this one, you can see the ruins right there, but it's actually hiding in the tree.
The transporter that can take us back to the control center station is in the ruins of another city, south of the mountains. Wally believes that it was destroyed by the obelisks, just like the city in the southeast. I didn't press her for details. Not that I'd have gotten any. Wally's more tight-lipped about those ruins than anything. I had to practically beg her to take me to the southeastern city, and while we were there, she spent most of her time just gazing out into the distance. No sense in bringing her mood down with that rubbish now. After all that she's done for me, I'd like to give her a nice, proper farewell.
All right. That is number 9. $29, not 9. All right. We are at latitude 21.8, longitude 43. Last one. Am I stuck? I think I am. Oh, I can't even. This is not good. We have glitched into the rocks. That is great. Okay. So when this happens, you hit tab. You hit ghost. And then you hit ghost again. Now, because we hit ghost again, that should... Nope, apparently... Nope. It's not working. And so now I don't know. Okay, maybe that worked. Yep. So then we just type walk, and then you're able to move again. All right. Where is the note? Aha! There it is. Right inside.
Having seen us through the ruins and safely to the platform, Wally has taken her leave. After doing so much for me, I was sad to see her go. But at least I got to see her smile before she left. Well, me and Raider. I can't very well take the little critter with me, so I officially gave Wally ownership of her. They'll be good for each other, I think. I wrote Wally up there, twice. I suppose old habits die hard, but it's not really her name, is it? I always knew that was the case, but she'd never told me to call her anything else. At least not until now. Well, at any rate, cheers, Raya. It was a pleasure to have known you.
Raya. Or, as Helena says it, Raya. And that does it for Miss Helena's notes. There's some dossiers that we will get to. But we are at latitude 23.2, longitude 48.7. And that is going to do it. I would actually like to go see if that alpha dragon maybe glitched into the rocks like we did. Wasn't he just around here? I could have swore it was right here. Oh look, it says 0 now. Did it disappear that quickly? Or is it still around here somewhere? Well, while I spend my rest of my day looking for this alpha, I hope the rest of you enjoyed our Helena Notes, and I will see you all next time. Bye.